At 82, I overheard my family planning my funeral while I was still alive, so I decided to attend it myself. It was a Tuesday afternoon. Quiet. Ordinary. The kind of day that doesn't warn you it's about to change everything. I had gone upstairs to rest, but I forgot my glasses in the living room. So I came back down slowly, one hand on the railing, careful with each step. And that's when I heard them. "We should keep it simple," my son Andrew was saying. "Nothing too expensive." My daughter-in-law Melissa responded quickly. Of course. She wouldn't have wanted anything extravagant. Wouldn't have wanted? I stopped. Right there on the stairs. My granddaughter Sophie spoke next, soft, uncertain. "But Grandma's not." Andrew cut her off. "We're just preparing. It's better to be ready." Preparing. For my death. While I was still breathing in the same house. I didn't move. Didn't make a sound. Because sometimes the truth reveals itself best when you stay invisible. Melissa sighed. "We should also think about the house. It'll be easier to handle everything at once." There it was. Not grief. Logistics. Convenience. I quietly stepped back upstairs. This time I didn't forget my glasses. Because suddenly, I was seeing everything clearly. That night I sat alone in my room. No anger. No tears. Just clarity. 82 years teaches you something important. People don't always wait for you to be gone before they start letting you go. So I made a decision. If they were planning my funeral, I would make sure it happened exactly the way I wanted. The next morning I called an old friend. "Thomas," I said, "I need your help." He didn't ask questions. He never did. "Just tell me when and where," he replied. 3 days later, invitations were sent out. Carefully worded. Simple. Direct. A small gathering to celebrate the life of Evelyn Carter. Date. Time. Location. Everything arranged. Except for one detail. No one knew I was the one who planned it. When Andrew received the invitation, confusion spread quickly. "What is this?" he asked, holding the card. Melissa frowned. "Who sent it?" Sophie looked uneasy. "This feels wrong." But curiosity is a powerful thing. And guilt? Even stronger. So they came. The room was quiet when they arrived. Soft lighting. White flowers. Chairs arranged neatly in rows. Exactly how they would have planned it. Andrew looked around, uneasy. "I don't understand. Who organized this?" Melissa crossed her arms. "This is inappropriate." Sophie said nothing. She just looked nervous. Waiting. For something. And then, the door opened. Slowly. Deliberately. Every head turned. Every breath paused. And I walked in. Alive. Steady. Certain. Andrew's face drained of color. "Mom." Melissa stepped back. This isn't funny." I looked at them calmly. "I agree," I said. "It isn't." Silence filled the room. Heavy. Unavoidable. Sophie's eyes filled with tears. "Grandma?" I smiled gently at her. "Yes, dear." Andrew shook his head, trying to process. "What is this?" I stepped forward. "This," I said, "is the funeral you were planning." No one spoke. Because there was nothing to say. I walked past them, standing at the front of the room. The place where a casket would have been. The place where they expected to say goodbye. "I thought," I continued calmly, "if you were going to decide how I'm remembered, I should at least be present." Melissa's voice tightened. "We were just trying to be prepared." I nodded slightly. "Prepared," I repeated. "While I was still here." Andrew looked down. "We didn't mean any harm." "Intent," I said gently, "doesn't change impact." Another silence. Sharper this time. Because now, they understood. I turned to the small group gathered. Friends. Neighbors. People who actually knew me. "I lived a long life," I said. "A good one." My voice was steady. Clear. "But I am not finished yet." I let that settle. Because it mattered. Then I looked back at my family. "I am not an event to be scheduled," I said. "And my life is not something to organize for your convenience." Andrew swallowed hard. Melissa said nothing. Sophie stepped forward slowly, tears falling freely now. "I'm sorry, Grandma," she whispered. I softened. Just a little. Because sincerity still matters. I stepped down from the front, walking toward them, not angry, just certain. If you want to celebrate my life, I said quietly, do it while I'm still living it. No one argued. No one defended themselves, because the truth had already done its work. I reached the door, pausing for just a moment. Then I said one final thing. The next time you gather like this, a breath, calm, final, make sure it's because you value me being there, not because you're preparing for when I'm gone. And with that, I walked out, alive, unfinished, and finally, seen.